Up. I know this is random and not normally what I usually talk about, but I'm just curious if anybody would comment on this video and tell me what kind of weird home ideas do you have um, for your house, for your ideal home. Now, typically, I understand that most people, they just want a normal house. Like most people, they just want like a normal home, and they'll go work a job. They'll come home and watch TV in it, and maybe cook out on the weekends. But, and I looked this up on AdSense. I looked up keywords to find out how many people are actually searching for like weird home decor, strange home decorations, or just things that are outside of the box and outside of the normal. And the fact is, it's rare. It's rare to find people that are that way. And I think I attribute what I'm going to describe. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say, if you'll comment. So in the meantime, I will describe what prompted me to do this. And I'm an artist, and at the core, in my heart, I know that I'm an artist. And I've always had these cool ideas, and a lot of my ideas blend with my desire to do business, and oftentimes my creative ideas, although cool, they don't make good business ideas. In my mind, I have thought before that, hey, that would be a cool business idea, and in reality, it's not really a cool business idea. It's just a cool idea for a piece of expression. So, not many people are into making a weird home like the way I am imagining it. And I want to tell you about what's going on in my head, like I'm an artist. And so, like, I'll tell you one of the things that I thought would be really kind of cool and funny at the same time is, for example, like, say that you're on my property and this is not even the home part of the home itself, but it's kind of part of the property. And I'll get in the home part in a minute. But as I'm explaining this, maybe generate some ideas in your head about something unique or cool that you would like to have in your home. Maybe you like a hidden room, or a slide that goes from one story down to the next. I've thought about that for years, and I've seen where pictures where people have integrated that into their home design, and I thought that was kind of cool to see others come up with that same idea. So imagine like you're walking through like a nature trail out in the backyard, and then suddenly you stumble upon like some smoky section and area, and you see a crashed spaceship with a couple of aliens like checking out their crashed spaceship, and the dirt's all moved. So I thought about doing like something like that to surprise visitors. Like, you know, you just randomly walk in there and it looks like a UFO just crashed. You know, I thought that would be a cool home decoration. You know what I'm saying? I also thought it would be cool to do like a ninja obstacle course every single morning. And what inspired this was, like, I was a fan of the Ninja Turtles, right? I was a fan of the Ninja Turtles whenever I was a kid. And I suppose I still am. And it kind of like, what they would do, I don't remember if it was on the movie or the cartoon, but they would practice every morning before breakfast. I think that was on the cartoon. And they would practice their ninja stuff every morning before breakfast. So I thought, you know, you can go work out for 30 minutes every day and lift weights and whatever, and that's cool, and I'll probably do that too. Do some weightlifting. But I thought, how tremendously cool would it be to have something like a ninja obstacle course that is designed to work out all of your muscles and all of your body in a full workout, but it's a ninja obstacle course. So all you got to do is pretty much basically wake up and do the ninja obstacle course. However, I do plan to do my exercises between 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That way at 3 o'clock I'll have a tasty cup of afternoon coffee. But I just thought that would be cool to kind of integrate into the lifestyle, just like a ninja obstacle course. You do some meditation first for about 20 minutes every day to an hour, and then do a ninja obstacle course, and that's your workout, and it gives you a full work. Wouldn't that be fun too? It would take away the boredom out of exercising, is my opinion. Now, So inside my house, yes, I did think about doing like a hidden room, and I thought about doing a slide from top to bottom, and I just don't want a regular house. I thought about doing a what do you call it? A natural home, like a cob home of that design, but still, but not like a, what do you call it? Not like a I'm not going for the hippie look or the neither the, what do you call that shit? What do you call it? Like the old Hobbit in the middle of the forest look. I'm not going for that look. But I just thought if I could integrate some cob kind of shit into the design, and if I could integrate the cob kind of stuff into the design for creativity purposes in order to design it, it would be fun. But I want it to look like so imagine like a futuristic yet prehistoric kind of look. And what do I mean by that? So imagine, if you don't know, ancient Samaria and Babylon kind of era stuff, like Stone Age, you know, kind of that era, yet embedded with some real technology, futuristic technology. So imagine like slate slab countertops. There's slate slab countertops with like a marble floor, marble-like floor, and it looks like you've went into predated ancient history with modern technology, and you've created this cool thing out of stone. And like, if you look over in New Zealand, they have these like glowworm caves where the worms in these caves emit some kind of fluorescent lighting, and they emit some kind of fluorescent lighting, and it looks really cool. So if you can imagine, like, one of the bedrooms would be designed after one of those caves, and obviously it won't be real glow worms, but it'll be like with a design similar to that, and then, you know, has some shelves that are made of stone or that look like stone, and they've got, like, you know, some kind of MP3 player embedded into the wall. Like in your shower, it's all stone, and it looks like that you're in. It's got the modern shower head maybe, but it's inside of a stone area. It looks like you're in a cave in a sense. And then imagine a stream flowing through the living room, and it's like a water, it's a stream, and maybe it actually has some real live animals. And if you look up earth ships like on YouTube, you'll see that they're these they're kind of like breathing living organisms in a sense, where part of the room has like trees and plants in it, and it provides real oxygen into the home. But the root system of the trees also act as a filtering system for water. So you could take some water that you've used and pour it into the filtration system that's created by the roots of these trees, and then use it as your toilet water. And then it also has a system where cool air flows through a berm. It gets sucked in this particular home I'm thinking of. It's like out in Arizona or New Mexico or something, and there's a berm, and there's a tube there's a tube that's laid under the berm, and it pulls in the air from the outside, and since it's in the berm, as the air comes through, it cools off and then goes into the house, and it naturally cools the home in the daytime. And basically it's got like this whole system of the way the house breathes and everything. So imagine that, and imagine that you're living in this like it's modern, yet at the same time it has the design to look as if it's prehistoric, but it's got like modern stuff, okay, in it. So imagine a living room. It's just like any other living room, and I thought it would be cool to get custom made sofas and chairs that mimicked stone. So like imagine like a gray sofa that looked like it was a rock, and maybe some bean bags or some chairs that looks like it's made out of cloth and fabric, but it resembles stone, like as if it's actual stone. So that would be pretty cool to kind of go with the whole design and feel of the whole experience. It's an experience, and it's like it's like you're in ancient days, yet you're using modern technology. And so everything's just like everything down to the coffee maker. It's like it's not just a regular coffee maker, like you go up to your counter and make your coffee in your Mr. Coffee maker. No, it's like some kind of unique designed coffee maker, like that kind of fits the whole. And this is all ideal stuff, and maybe someday I'll have all this stuff, but it's just an idea. It's a fun idea to generate in your mind and think about it. Just these alternative yet fun ways to live. And also, if I had extra money or extra means to make it happen, I would have different rooms dedicated to different things. Of course, one thing would be an art room, definitely, and like an art room. I would have a breakfast nook, definitely, like a little breakfast nook. My grandma used to have one of those. But anyways, I would have an art room where there is where you can just practice art and whatnot. And also I would also have unique rooms with different themes for different hobbies, like for like animals. Like it would be cool to have like an animal room where you have what you call it, different animals living in it. Like of course, in the stream that flows through the living room. Now, some people might not agree with this, but I thought it would be cool to have like the damn what do you call it, turtles and stuff and fish in it. If there was a way to keep it clean, to keep yourself clean and free from any kind of, because turtles have salmonella and stuff like that. But if there was any way to keep yourself clean and free from harm and still be able to have the animals in your house in some way and keep them blocked off from interfering with your regular life, it would be cool to just have them there. But anyway, in the animal room, I just imagined like having like hamsters and stuff with tubes that go all up and down the walls, and just to see them have fun and play. And then, but also like, I know this is nerdy, this is kind of nerdy, but when I was a kid, I used to like ant farms. I used to like ants and ant farms and ladybugs. I like ladybugs and ants. And I thought it would be cool to have like an ant farm, and then just like have the ants growing in there. And then there's also these like fun animals that you can get called creatures that they kind of lay dormant for a long time. Triassic triops. They lay dormant for thousands of years, like an egg can lay dormant for thousands of years. But if you take those eggs and put them in water at a certain temperature, they'll hatch. And these eggs have been laying dormant for thousands of years. They used to actually sell these things in Walmart. You probably get them at a pet store, but they're these neat little creatures that you can, again, literally, you can put them in water and watch them kind of like grow. And so it would be cool to have those, and like Venus flytraps. If you haven't heard of a Venus flytrap, it's basically a plant that eats bugs and small animals. And so you can, they grow, I'm in the Carolinas, I'm in South Carolina, but these grow mainly in North Carolina, along the coast of North Carolina, almost as if some alien creature crashed down on the planet Earth and and it spread the seeds of the Venus flytrap, and because they're just like in this area in the Carolinas, in North Carolina primarily. Now there's other meat-eating plants across the globe, and I'll tell you a side story. Like, there's this farmer. This is kind of like on the side, speaking of meat-eating plants. He strongly believes that plants that grow thorns are actually meat-eating plants, because like briar patches, their whole purpose is to, like, when a sheep gets caught up in the briar patch, the sheep can't move because it feels the pain and it's too scared, and from my understanding of it, like a sheep or a goat will just get trapped and they'll be too afraid to move, and so they'll end up dying. So his theory is that they are meat-eating plants, because once the animal dies and deteriorates, all the nutrients from that carcass gets placed back into the ground, and it becomes a so he's under the impression that they're carnivorous plants. So anyways, back to the home idea, going back to the home store. So I just thought it'd be cool to make a cool home, like a weird home. But when you go on the internet, I'm sure you can like look up weird home designs, and they will come up, and there's a small percentage of people that are into the idea of it. But when I say that, I mean it is a small percentage. Not many people are looking to experience something that's outside the box, and they don't think outside of the box. But so if you had some cool home ideas about how you would do your house, I'd be interested in hearing what you would do. I would definitely do a so comment, put me a comment in the comment section, and then also you know, like I said, I would do like a hidden room in the house, but I also thought about doing a moving room, a room that moves, like an entire room that rotates, and you could use that as a means to play kind of like an innocent prank on visitors. Like, so like say you have them in one room and they don't know that the room begins rotating, and then when you ask them to like walking back out of the room, they're like in another room, you know, something like that. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So stuff like that, just kind of like, it would be pretty cool. But most people, they're not, you know, let's just be real. Most people aren't even fun. They won't even think about shit like that, and that's fun. That's fun to think about, to be, in my opinion. And then what else? There was some other stuff too that I just thought would be really cool to implement and integrate into your house. It'd just be a cool thing to do. I mean, we can go really extreme, and you can create a bat cave underneath your home like Batman. You know, what kind of cool ideas do you have for your home? I'm just curious. And let's all get rich so that we can have the funds to integrate this kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to learn how to build natural homes. And if I could get a piece of land and just have a home, and that'd be my ongoing project, just to build that home over time, or just you know, just be able to just do this as an art project, as an expression of fun and whatnot. It would be really cool to do. And so that's one of my goals in life, to work my way towards getting in a position where I can begin implementing that kind of thing. It would be fun. It would be so fun to do. So I better get out there and start making some products to sell, and start making some millions to make it happen. And anyways, so yeah, this is just pretty much a discussion. Appreciate you watching, and we'll talk later. Yeah, I meant to say, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Comment below, because it's a fun discussion.